Okay, so this is the new eufy Smart Lock E30. This is a very easy to install and easy to use smart lock that just instantly adds just convenience to your home. And this is a lock that is compatible with Matter, so you'll be able to use this with Apple Home, Google Home, and also Alexa. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. And I've partnered with eufy for this video to show you the smart lock. So let's go ahead and jump into what you get inside of the box and how to get this thing installed. So inside of the box, you get the lock, of course, and you'll also get all the mounting accessories that you'll need. You'll get the new deadbolt. You'll also get some screws and stuff. But anyway, you just download the eufy app onto your smartphone, Android or iOS, and it will walk you through the installation process. So eufy says this should take you around 15 minutes or so, but I will say that if this is your first smart lock that you're installing, it might take you a little bit longer just because you have to take off your original lock, and you'll also be kind of like taking your time, which I did the first time. But this is like my third or fourth smart lock, so I was able to get this thing installed in under 10 minutes myself. But the bottom line is that this thing is set up to be compatible with most US and Canada doors, and you don't have to do any drilling or anything like that. You basically just have to screw in some screws and you're going to get this thing installed pretty quickly. Now, what's powering this E30 is going to be 8 AA batteries that also come inside of the box. But what happens if the batteries die on your smart lock? Are you going to be locked out? I know a lot of people do ask this question. Well, basically with this E30, it will send you a notification via the eufy app when the battery life gets to 20% to let you know like, hey, all right, it's about time for you to go ahead and replace the batteries. But let's say you forget to do it. You're out of town, you're busy, whatever. Well, you have two options at this point. So inside of the box with this E30, you also get 2 keys, so you can use one of those physical keys to be able to unlock the door that way. And then also on the bottom of the E30 is a USB-C port. So this isn't used for data, so you don't have to worry about getting hacked and stuff, but this will allow you to plug in like a portable battery charger, and then you can plug this into the smart lock. And then now you can go ahead and just get enough charge to be able to use the touchpad or the fingerprint scanner to get inside your door. And then hopefully at that point, you'll go ahead and replace the batteries. And so now I'm inside of the eufy app, and I have this stuff blurred down here because these are some of my security cameras. But the good thing about this lock is that it will work with the like video doorbells that eufy sell as well. So if you do have any automations throughout the app that happen when you leave or when you come home, you can basically have this smart lock work with that doorbell, which is nice. But anyway, let me go ahead and just tap on this E30 lock that I have installed, and I have it renamed as backdoor. So now I can swipe down like this and go ahead and unlock it from the app, and it takes a few seconds. And then now I can also go ahead and lock it again from the app. Now you can't have multiple people assigned to be able to use this lock. So whether it's yourself, a family member, or maybe like a maid or someone that's using this house as an Airbnb, you'll be able to give them access in this section down here. And now I'm gonna walk you through how you add access for a person. And so now I can just give them a name. I'm just going to call them me for now. And then also you can set up which type of access type they have, whether it's always, or you can schedule it for a certain amount of days for that person to have access, or you can do a one-time thing. Maybe the maintenance person needs access for one time. You don't have to worry about going back in here and deleting it or something. But let's go ahead and take a look at schedule so you can see that you can set a particular date or the time for the person. Again, this will be great for Airbnbs. And then now you can also set it just for that time span, or you can have it be repeated. So every Tuesday or every Wednesday where your maid comes in, you can have it automatically be able to give them access. And now here you'll be able to add a passcode here, so I can set this up for anything. And then now I'll be able to save that for that particular person. And again, you can always add a fingerprint for them, but you can't skip that if you don't want to do that. And since we're already on the subject of fingerprints, let's talk about the fingerprint scanner on this. And yes, I know this is a sponsored video, but this fingerprint scanner is one of the best that I've used on smart locks to date, because I really can't remember me having to redo my fingerprint. It has gotten my fingerprint correct every single time. And this is just for the few weeks that I've had this smart lock, but it is really good and consistent. And then with machine learning, this will be able to actually learn your fingerprint better over time and recognize it better and faster. But already out of the box, this will recognize your fingerprint in just like 0.3 seconds. So you don't have to like tap and hold, just tap and release. But of course, you can just go the old school way and just use the passcode with the touchpad on the front. And so yeah, you can set a passcode between 4 and 8 digits. And oh, just for an added layer of security, you can also choose to scramble your passcode. So this means that you have your set passcode inside of the smart lock, but if someone is like hovering over your shoulder or something, maybe you got a friend that you don't want to know your passcode, you can go ahead and enter in maybe like 5 or up to 12 different random numbers before you actually enter in your actual passcode. So if they're trying to like memorize what you're doing, they're going to have a very hard time to do that. And just in case you're curious, you can store up to 100 passcodes to use with this lock. Now that's a lot for a single home, but if you are using this lock maybe in like a small business environment, you have a lot of people coming in and out, having up to 100 100 passcodes and also up to 50 fingerprints is actually going to be pretty useful. Now, getting back to the eufy app, let's take a look at some more of the settings for the smart lock. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier is the fact that this smart lock already has Wi-Fi built into it, so you don't have anything like an additional dongle or a hub that you need to attach to your wireless router. Just attach this lock to your Wi-Fi network and you're good to go. Now, one setting here I want to take a look at is the auto lock. So you can go ahead and have this lock automatically lock itself after a certain amount of time. So the maximum is going to be 60 minutes, but you can take that all the way down to 5 seconds and anywhere in between. And also you can schedule this for a certain time during the day. So maybe at night when you know you're not going to be coming in and out of the house, you can go ahead and set that schedule to lock at that particular time. And then down here, you'll be able to turn on and off the lock sound, and you can also choose how loud it is. And then also you can choose to get notifications when someone is unlocking and locking the door. And as I mentioned earlier, this does work with Matter. So Matter basically is like an industry standard that works with Apple devices and also Google Home devices and Amazon Alexa devices. And so you can set it up right here in the settings here, and you can connect to a third-party system here, and you can use those big three here, but also you do have some others that you can use that will be able to work with it. And it just takes a couple of minutes to get this set up. But once you do, now you'll be able to access this eufy smart lock in your Google Home app or your Apple Home app. And now you'll be able to just tap on the widgets that are set for that lock to be able to unlock it and lock it. And then to put the cherry on top with all of this smartness, you can actually use this smart lock with voice assistants like Siri and also the Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. So if you're cooking in the kitchen and someone is at the front door, you can tell the voice assistant to go ahead and unlock the door to allow that person to come in. All right, so yeah, I think that's about it as far as this E30 is concerned. This is a smart lock, and it's pretty straightforward as far as like what this thing can do, but it's the execution that I really like about the smart lock, and also just how fast and consistent the fingerprint scanner is, and also just how well the app works and how connected this lock is going to be with working with Matter and all these other smart home devices. And you'll be surprised how many smart locks don't work with Matter even at this point. So it's good to see that with this E30. So the normal price of this lock is $170, and I'm gonna drop a link down below in the description of this video that you can use to buy this lock for yourself or anyone else, but also you can get the latest price of this lock just in case it's on sale with any type of promotion. But anyway, I'm done talking. I want to know what you think about this lock. Leave a comment down below. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.